I'm about to lose control. Contagious.
Is Tuesday, January 11, 2011. I'm at the home of Mr. Curtis. He is a person. Hey, you there? Okay. Yeah, this is the whistleblower, the federal whistleblower. Okay. At the New York skyline, go ahead. Bang! That's what I'm talking about. Woo! Whoa, whoa, whoa! We getting deep here. What's this?
Oh, just
Whoa!
part of history.
Whoa!
Part of history.
Part of history. You go ahead, brother. You go
Sad,
ahead.
but it's part of history.
Part of history. So this is the big Watusi Mandingo mixed super field Negro.
Yes.
All right. Well, you know, I put that whole skit together, and I finally see what it's about. That's what I'm talking
One of
about.
your veterans drew that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
One brother from Haiti did this?
Yes.
Outstanding. Nice place. Well, we can see you're not one of the impoverished, downtrodden, who's like one of these guys right here.
Oh, no.
See?
No.
That's Martin Luther King. That's Malcolm X, Elijah Muhammad, Frederick Douglass, all right here. And then this brother right here is what? Bang! Got the chains on his brain when these guys do not. Those guys are out there, and this guy is not. And that slave castle's door is busted and the key's right there. And he still ain't walking away from that.
Scared to leave.
Damn! Scared to leave. And that's my guy right here. That's my guy right here, Malcolm X. That's him right here. Well, let me see what else we got here. But, oh my, this is the one!
Yeah. That's the one you were asking me about. If that story was true about it? Yes, that's it.
That's what you had given me a copy of this, and I took it to the congressman's office.
Yes.
And you met with Ida Smith. I was there. I was an eyewitness. Bang, we're going to have to send this to Mr. Juan Cuba at the White House.
Sure.
Okay, and I've got a letter from the Justice Department, and I've been trying to show people, you know, what exactly, and people of authority, because the newspapers have been, they don't want to print my story no more about the redlining scheme that I took to the congressman's office. And they did all kinds of things, calling me crazy, defamed me. The VA gave me a whole bunch of medication, which in fact I didn't need as a chemical restraint. So I got to do what I got to do. But I did speak to Mr. Juan Cuba. And it's time for me to now, and the last time I spoke to him was about getting those books to him.
Okay.
And now those books have disappeared at the congressman's office.
Wow.
So we actually send them this. But what I wanted to do right now was if you could please take me back to what happened, for you have taken these pictures, hold this for me, of this hangsman's noose. That was when, this was in the,
This was found, it was in the locker room at the VA.
the Veterans Administration what?
St. Albans, New York. The
St.
VA.
Albans, New York, Veterans Administration, motor pool locker room.
Yes, correct.
Okay, and how long was this hanging there?
I don't know. I walked in January 25th, 2008, and I saw it. But,
Now, January 25th, 2008, and that's when you first saw that.
correct.
And it stayed there for how long?
No, they took it down immediately after that, after the police were notified.
Also, you called the police after that. There was a police report.
Yes, correct.
The police never called the press on this.
No.
When you took it to the congressman's office, did they call the press? What happened when you went to Ida M. Smith after I turned you over to her?
She spoke to me a few times about it, but nothing amounted out of it. I didn't get any feedback. I didn't get any change. And they told me that the federal government says it's legal to hang them. They said it's not.
Ida Smith told you, said that the federal government said it's legal to put a hangsman's
They
noose.
said that they're not illegal, but a noose is not against the law by the federal government. But a swastika is considered a felony hate crime, where a noose is not considered a hate crime.
And Ida M. Smith told you this.
Yeah, in the discussion, she was like, there was nothing she could do about it. Because
Okay. And are you aware that she ever contacted anybody at the Veterans Administration?
I believe she spoke to the union. Outside of that, I don't think it went much.
And then what happened to you?
Nothing. They offered to transfer me to Brooklyn, Manhattan, or Staten Island.
In other words, get you out of the St. Albans VA.
Yes.
Did they talk to you about who put that there? Did anybody ever ask you who put that Hangsman's noose in the locker room at the Brooklyn VA? I mean, at the St. Albans VA on January 25th, 2008.
No. No.
Do you know who did it?
I don't know who did it, but I know whose coat rack it was hung on. I found it was hanging on one of my coworkers'
What was the name of the person's coat
rack it was hanging on?
Yes.
Frank Castellano.
Frank Castellano.
Correct.
What happened to Mr. Frank Castellano after you reported this?
Actually, he got a promotion from work leader to supervisor, and they wanted me to work under him after that. And when I told them that they were adding insult to injury, they told me when I told them I didn't want to work under his supervision after the incident,
Yes.
they told me that they can transfer me to Brooklyn, Staten Island, or Manhattan, which I refused to go because I like St. Albans. I've been there 20 years, and I feel that I should not be transferred.
Now, were there other instances with Mr. Castellano or other Caucasian gentlemen at the Brooklyn VA Hospital motor pool that would lead you to think that there is an embedded racist environment in that motor pool?
Yes, I would think so. because-
Elaborate,
yeah.
please.
Well, a brief incident to me happened roughly about 15 years ago. I came in there as a motor pool operator, as a motor vehicle operator, and shortly after that, 2 Caucasians came in there, and they were made grade 8s, and I was a grade 7. And when I brought it to their attention, saying, "How come I'm a 7 and they're 8s?" They told me when I get an ACDL license, they'll make me a grade 8. Immediately, within 2 to 3 seconds, I reached in my pocket, handed them a Class A CDL license. And they kept promising me to give me the grade, and they never did. So at the time, there were 3 tractor operators, which me being one, the first one, and then the 2 Caucasians that came after me. So it was
You had more time in grade, more time in service than they did.
yes, and they were made 8s when they walked in the door.
Okay.
And I was never. Here it is, 17 years later, and I'm still a 7.
So it looked like you sound like somebody, federal government owe you some money.
Yeah, with some interest. And back
With some interest in back pay.
yeah, 17 years.
Pay a little pain and suffering, a little humiliation and degradation,
And then this is what I'm rewarded with.
and bang! That's what you know Frank Castellano did it, don't you?
I would surmise that it does belong to him.
You suspect him.
Yes.
Now, tell me about the other guy who put a little hangsman's noose in the hands of that female 6 months ago at the Brooklyn VA. You can tell it. You're a federal whistleblower. You should be protected. And we're sending this to the White House.
Well, another coworker of mine, I heard they had an incident too where somebody personally handed them a noose.
So a white guy handed a black woman a hangsman's noose.
Yeah.
And he ended up getting fired.
Yes.
And now right now she's on leave with mental distress.
Correct.
Well, what happened to you? How come you ain't all shell-shocked?
I am shell-shocked. It's a challenge each and every day to go to work. Matter of fact, it's hard talking about it, even like right now. I want to stop talking about it right now.
Did you go see some people, man?
Yeah, I did.
But I can't get into your medical records, man. I'm not going to get into that with you. Now, I want you to tell me your name. Tell me your name, and give me the name. I got to have a name.
Curtis Bench.
Curtis?
Bench.
You work at the Brooklyn VA?
St. Albans.
St. Albans VA?
Correct.
And you've been there 20 years?
22 years in April.
22 years in April?
Yes.
And you're a whistleblower?
Correct.
Are you afraid something's going to happen to you?
Yeah, I am. On a day-to-day basis, just going to work with the atmosphere and just all of the stuff that goes on and transpires. Oh, don't talk to him. He's a troublemaker. And it's
So they've been slandering your name.
correct.
You've been profiled.
Correct. As a troublemaker. For standing up for my rights of not wanting to see a noose in a federal facility.
And you went to your congressman's office and they blew what? The police right there. Today is June 5th, 2011. There goes the police right there. Right now we're in front of the library. We're talking to one of my friends here because we're homeless people. Like I am a homeless guy. We are homeless, okay? And I know I can go stay with my mom, my Russian mom in Howard Beach, because they had exiled me out the ghetto. What do I do around here? I make every Negro want to rebel in the vote, don't I? Yeah. That's right. That's what I do around here. Now tell me your story about the homelessness right here, and then tell me about the tell me about the detectives coming over here looking for me. Stay right there. Stay right there.
The last month, I had a bunch of detectives who come here, in and out the library. They have regular NYPD outside. They have the undercover homeless hang out at the library. I will come in and out. I just got.
They even had cops that were playing homeless hanging out in the library.
Yep. Undercover.
Detectives, undercover cops that were playing homeless in the library. Who were they looking for?
You.
That's right. And did they tell y'all why?
Nope.
But don't you think it must have been a pretty big deal for them to orchestrate such a big deal for one little guy? Just me, one little Haitian French green card guy who will not be a good nigger in America. Can I help you? Finish with your story, brother.
I just made it in the homeless shelter, and in the homeless shelter system, there's nowhere to be. They're getting ready to consolidate everything. There's no jobs. Minimum wage is about to get locked down. They're only giving you 20 hours. They only hiring for security.
And you did see that newspaper article that was in the New York page that said that there were no show me the homeless. Remember that one?
They're all over, but they got homeless 42nd Street, Grand Central. They sitting on the inside. A friend of mine from Wall Street, I met in the shelter system. He let me know over by Port Authority, there's a section for the homeless right at Port Authority.
Now do you see why I allowed myself to be evicted, to live with the homeless, and to do this? Because Dr. Dries can. I got special forces training. I'm a fairly educated guy, and I spend all my money on black people. Most of them hate my ass. But guess what? Look, man, we just trying to live as human beings.
Yep.
That's it, man. And dumb black leaders in the 6th Congressional District are a freaking abomination. Thank you, brother.
No problem.
All right, man. I don't touch your women. I don't eat your food. I live, breathe, and want to die to set your monkey ass free. That's all I got to say. Bye. This is Dr. Philip Dries. Today is my birthday, December 23rd, 2011. I'm 55 years old. And today, what I've got in this bag right here, brings the mayor and his agency and every black elected official in town. I'm here for justice and I'm dead freaking serious. That's why I moved here, to the will of justice of Queens County Supreme Court. I want justice. I'm mad. I'm bitter. I hate being black in America. And black Negroes tortured me after they betrayed me and tried to have me killed. You freaking animal, Congressman Meeks. And they said, honey, you can't win. All your lawyers gotta do is answer this calendar call sometime in February or March. Inside your mama. Well, we're going out today and for goodies, she says. And now I don't know, for some reason, it just shocked me. He says, I like that Mercedes in the driveway. Yeah. Well, we're going to hang out with our buddy Lucas today. We're going to go to the VA, take care of a little business. So that's it. Personal log, Wednesday, October 14, 2010. The story of my life. We're going to go to the VA. Well, she's got her stuff to do. Me, I got to go talk to my people about what are we going to do about this referral to the Justice Department, since they already had sent the thing to the congressman, 2 letters to the congressman, 2 years in a row. And guess what? Nobody did anything. Sophia King says she did something about sending something to the Justice Department. Let's go see what it is, because it was under her watch that everybody was walking around calling me crazy at the congressman's office. And I know it because they said it to me when I called up there and said I was Lawrence Sterling. So we got to go now. See you later. Bye-bye. I'm white boy right here on the 161st Street, across from the barber shop. Bro, I've been giving cigarettes away to black people in the neighborhood since I got here. That's the last one I got. I can't give you no more. White boy, what is this?
Don't film me, Bryce.
I'm not filming you. Just put your voice on. Because, no.
I don't want nothing to do with it.
No, all right then, what?
Don't film me. I don't want to be on YouTube.
You don't want to be on YouTube. Or do you look like you're on YouTube?
Can I just say...
Does it look like you're on
Can I
YouTube?
just say, Bryce, we thought you were dead. That's it.
Oh, fuck that.
That's it.
Cut my, the fucking with the politicians.
Yeah, we thought...
What? Ain't nobody said. Do you see yourself there?
We thought the man got you, guys.
Obama gonna come
Them motherfuckers tried to kill my black ass.
Obama gonna come here and social shoot your ass.
Put that away.
All right, put it away.
We thought the man got you, Bryce.
The fuck.
Play ball. No ball.
Yeah. This is the log for Friday, January 21st, 2011, 1:21:11. Yeah, I've been kind of like, haven't been keeping up with the dates as much as I should have been, because I was under a lot of stress and a lot of pressure, considering what in the hell happened to me when I was in Florida. Started as a bad disappointment. That turned out into a real nice job as an account executive for an advertising agency. Got my new grandmama down there. Got me a friend, a couple friends. Hey Mark, hey Gene, what's up, sugar love? I'm gonna be blasting your video. Bang! That's what I'm talking about. Well, are you guys with me here? Are you really with me? Mwah! Good boy, good girl. Now, the last video I made a sequel. It was a little bit too long, so it's going to have to stay for the book series, and no one will see it on YouTube until we edit it for the books. The book's coming up. Deadline's coming up. Wow, look at me and this good-looking guy, that's the governor. Isn't that nice? The manuscript is almost ready. But what I wanted you, my adoring fans out there, that I love so much, is we wanted to know, what did the office of Congressman Gregory W. Meeks did when the federal whistleblower brought him this? What did he know? When did he know it? What did he do about it? I'm sure you've heard of it by now. I sent it to the NAACP and a couple other people. We also want to ask the congressman, what about the longest running federal whistleblower case in his district, which is the housing whistleblower and the redlining scheme of the Bloomberg administration? See it? That's me with all them Obama buttons out during the campaign. Love you, Mr. President. All I know is these are two serious cases. And these guys tried to make me out to be crazy. Ida Smith was supposed to have been my mama. But that's the road. Yeah. Canadian geese. Woo! You guys pulled a number on me. You guys had the VA give me medication. Ida Smith, you violated the Privacy Act of 1974 and the New York State is the HIPAA law. You violated that, Ida Smith. Because you even told me, I'm the one testifying against you. You told the Thompson campaign I was bipolar unless I took my medication. Where you get a medical education from, girl? Woman, I mean. When I said you were just like my mother, I meant my biological mother. First thing you asking me, are you taking responsibility for this? Are you taking responsibility, Ida Smith? Or is the congressman the guy to take responsibility? I think he's the one to take responsibility. Don't you think he's the one that should take responsibility? He's the boss. That's the guy that runs the show that makes the big dollars, that gets on TV and say protest in front of my office. I came and brought the evidence inside your office. Pat me on my back, Dryce, we love you. That was man. You was massaging you a spot that sticks up to stab you in the back. Why you think I did your video with the start off with the backstab? I did a campaign video campaigning for you, thinking you was the only one that was clean other than Huntley, Smith, New York State Senator Huntley, New York State Senator Malcolm Smith, Councilman Comrie, and Assemblywoman Vivian Cook. All their hands are dirty. I thought you were the only clean one, but man, did you hear Kim Fuller on the video? You're not aware. Congress. Damn. Let me show you what I got on you, man. Let me refresh your memory. I'm this guy, Ida Smith promised if I could get it in the paper, I'd have a press conference. That's a lie. Y'all covered up this. Y'all covered this up. Y'all covered this up. And you're a black guy, you're a congressman in a federal facility, you covered this up. You should be put out of office. Ethics committee should be looking into you, man. There's a Republican House now. Let's see if they're going to do something. Okay? This is not a joke. You guys ruined my life. Watch him take all my money, everything I owned, and you got your Indian medicine woman massaging me, trying to get me to move and go to Tennessee. You guys obstructed justice. Suborning perjury. The videotape I got of Ida, that's suborning perjury, man. When you're telling people to do things. She blaming her bosses. Wanted to blow smoke up in me, did you? Came to America as an immigrant. I still got a green card. And I'm getting freedom in America through Russians. You black folks and them political officers ought to be ashamed of yourself, because what you did to me, you do to your own African Americans too, and they ain't got what it takes to do what I'm doing to you right now. I'm putting you on blast out in the street. I'm putting all your business in the street. I ain't got no violence. I ain't got nothing but just wanting to laugh at you. Watch you exposed and looking bad. Looking bad. Watch you exposed and looking bad. It's the only thing I got. That's my only tool, the only weapon I got. I have no other weapons. And y'all want to call the FBI and say there's nothing wrong with me. Something wrong with that story. It's got to be more to that story. Let me show you. Side by side. What did you know? When did you know it? And what you do about it, Congressman? Can you see it real good? 1, 2. And that's you right back here. Right there between me and the attorney. That's you. 3. 3 strikes. You're out. I don't know what kind of damn kid of yours y'all think I am. You guys committed something that's very, 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 very bad. You guys at least committed a sin. But in proper English, it's called, you, Congressman Meeks, New York State Senator Hunt, New York State Senator Malcolm Smith, Assemblywoman Vivian Cook, Councilman Combs. You too, Al Sharpton. I've been blasting you all this stuff for the longest. You guys committed heresy against American social doctrine, living by a black law. You're wrong. And I'm the guy to tell it to you, and I'm going to take you to court, and I'm going to show you. I am not your son or your kid or any freaking body you ought to be playing with. You have your nice freaking day. January 21, 2011.